Are you interested in dating your equal? You know, someone that has the same things that you have, or someone that is just as broke as you are. Now, I'm asking that because women really want to date rich and successful men that have it all, or men that have made it to the finish line, because it sounds like it's worth it. But my question is it worth it? Make sure you comment your thoughts under this video, because today's video clip and conversation is about women dating rich men, specifically how that life goes. So make sure you like the video and then subscribe to the channel, because I am dropping daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
I would not date a billionaire, because I've definitely dated guys before who made a lot more than I did. Like, now I don't have that experience. Like, when I first moved to New York and I was just a college student and...
Hold on, wait a minute. She dated guys. I just want to make sure we know that that's plural, right? Not a guy, guys. All right, let's continue.
Working like normal jobs. I don't like feeling like anyone has anything over me. And I think when a guy knows that he can give you a life that you can't give yourself, I don't even think that some guys do it intentionally to be like cruel or anything, but like there's a certain level of, I can kind of do this, you can't really touch me, because I know that if we break up tomorrow, like you're gonna have to go back to some life that you're not.
I need y'all to understand or ask yourself this question. How do you get to a point to where someone is telling you or asking you, you can't touch me? Or how would you like to go back to that old life? How would you like to go back there? Can you imagine the conversation or the argument or the debate that was being had? Because I can.
I shouldn't have to ask for his permission. I shouldn't ask for his permission. No thing on, just out. Mine not saying my titties out. He's saying if I wear a bra leg.
Let's continue.
Not gonna like, and so I want whoever I'm with, the lifestyle we have together is not anything that I can't provide for myself. I always tell girls, like, have your own stuff. Like, I'm not asking for anything more than what I have, because I don't ever want to be in a situation where you feel like you've given me anything. Like, we're equals. I want an equal partnership. I think if you marry solely for money, you don't marry for the person seeing you as an equal and like really respecting you and your wishes. You will pay for it forever.
Wow. I mean, that sounded worth it, right? Now, what she meant was she wouldn't want to do it again because of all the damage and all the trauma she acquired during these arguments, debates, and conversations that she was having with these men. Now, when I hear her speak, I'm always thinking about what the man would say in that position, because that's what's often left out. Now, if it was a man talking, then I would be thinking about what the woman was actually saying. And the reason why is because they say there's three truths: her side, his side, and the actual truth, right? So that's what I think about when I listen to women speak. And I've been in situations, or let's say this, I've been in relationships where things have never been perfect. I've talked to people, I've spoken to people, I've had conversations where people are constantly saying how hard a relationship actually is. So
she leaves when we're done, rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into it.
So pair that with a guy who's already super rare and he knows it. Pair that with a guy who understands there are not a lot of guys like him. There are not a lot of guys who have the same amount of success, the same accolades, the same money, the same opportunities, nor do they have the same lifestyle, which is the most important thing. This is why I asked that question in the beginning, where I was like, hey, do you think it's worth it? Because women in their minds, they're thinking, oh my gosh, I get to go on trips. I get to go and have the most expensive dinners. I get to receive gifts. I have no financial problems, no financial issues.
So if you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you.
You're not ready to date. You're not ready to date because courtship costs.
And he gives me money. Oh my gosh, this is the life. But then this woman described her life and lifestyle with these men as cruel. Cruel. You can't touch me. Get your own. And she's looking to date her equal now. See, what it really sounds like is reality actually hit. Reality actually showed her what's really going on. This is what Kevin Samuels was trying to get women to understand. Date on your level. Stop trying to date up here, because there's things about those men and the lifestyle that they live that you do not understand and that you may not want to deal with. But I know women wasn't really seeing that or hearing it because of how they responded. So, and I can tell you guys this, I did not agree with everything that Kevin Samuels said, but I understood the success and what success means. Meaning you're going to have a lot of yes men around you, and you're going to have a lot of women around you who are only there because of the money, because of the lifestyle. So now let's get into this conversation. Again, is it worth it? Because she described cruel. So when you think about cruel, why would a man be cruel, or why would she describe him as cruel? In my mind, I'm just thinking, you know what? She couldn't deal with following rules, following instructions, or keeping her mouth shut. What she was dealing with is a man who has a certain image and a certain reputation, meaning there's things that he gets to do because he has the money to do those things. The opportunities that he has, those are his so whatever this woman was saying, it wasn't considered or appreciated. That's what I would think of when a woman says something is cruel. She's not actually getting her way all the time. Now, why would a woman say or tell other women to get your own? Make sure you get your own. Well, because her leaving or trying to leave after a situation and actually trying to take things that were given to her, it could be considered stealing, depending on what it is that she's trying to take. Or the fact that maybe she's driving around in a car that's not hers. Yes, she gets to take pictures in it. Yes, she gets to look like this is hers. Yes, she gets to really just enjoy the attention that she's getting from having these things. But when people really look at it or start asking her questions about how she got it and what she's doing, maybe she couldn't answer those questions. Or maybe this was thrown in her face. Maybe she was reminded of this every single time she got slick at the mouth. And listen, fellas, I've been in relationships. I can tell you, women have that certain point where they feel like, okay, I'm here, I'm the woman, you're gonna do what I say. In fact, when I listen to women, and this is not all women, but what I do see and hear from women is that they start to get entitled. That where you once could satisfy them, that starts to go away. They go from appreciating and being wowed to just expecting it and becoming snobby and bitchy. She also must have been shown that she could be replaced tonight.
Quick hookup. Then he completely ghosted me.
Today, right now. Literally the same way that she got him. Meaning he was like, you know what? Hey, I'm going on a trip. I need you to pack a bag. In fact, you know what? Don't even pack a bag. Just come on. We can buy whatever you need over where we're going. Do you know how many women are going for that? A whole bunch of them. What I find interesting is, why would a man tell a woman you can go back to that life that you were living before me? Now, she sees how she's living today. She got maids, she got people that are doing things for her. She hardly has to lift a finger to do anything. She has people at her disposal doing whatever she says. I can see how that can get to a woman's head. Now, the fact that this man had to remind her where she came from is, again, it's telling me a lot. It's telling me a lot about her life and her mouth and how she treated the man. Now, I'm not saying that the man was an amazing man. I'm not saying that the man was a great man as far as how he treated her all the time, but just the fact that she was there let you know that she was treated good enough to where she was there, and she made sure she was there. She enjoyed the lifestyle. So whoever these men are, these men had to remind her of who she is, or let me say it this way, they had to remind her of who they are. Because when you don't have something, now you have to date your equal. In fact, for most women, when they go through this, some of them have to go through this process for them to understand that they have to date their equal, because they will enjoy their lives more. But women don't want to hear that. They want the fairy tale. They want the fantasy. And guess what? This woman right here is letting women know, hey, that rich and famous lifestyle, the money lifestyle, dealing with the man that has the success is different when you didn't help him build it. It's different when you have no attachment to it. It's different when you have nothing that you can actually gain or get from it. Meaning that guy's at the finish line. And because you met him at the finish line, when he's done dealing with you, he can go get another you tomorrow. I'm telling you, it hits the women different, because they're thinking, oh my gosh, yes, I have the golden badge and no other woman has a badge like this, and he's gonna treasure this badge, so he's not going anywhere and he's gonna do whatever I say. I have him wrapped around my little finger.
All you gotta do is call him up and say, hey, and he will drop whatever it is that he is doing.
Well, this woman and women like her are constantly finding out that this is not the case. Now, when we talk about rich and famous, wealthy and men that just have it all, again, is it worth it? Is it worth their sanity? Is it worth being able to sit up in the best and have the best and eat the best and do the best things that everybody else wants to do? Is it worth it when you didn't have to work for it? Fellas, this is why I keep saying adapt to dating, because women are going through a whole bunch of these traumas, because in their mind they feel like they can have the rich guy all to themselves, and the rich guys are showing them and telling them, hey, you're just a plaything. Like, I can have you literally replaced tonight, tomorrow, right now. There are women in his DMs. This reminds me of the Chad Ochocinco situation. Make sure you guys check out that 3-part series. But this is what it sounds like, right? For the young woman who has her head screwed on right, or at least she's figuring things out, right? Like, this is what's happening. He's like, look, sweetheart, like, I literally can have another you, right? He can click on a profile and possibly, well, I mean, this woman, I would say she is attractive. But what I will also tell you is there are women who actually look better than her, way better than her. So these men are probably showing her like, sweetheart, I know you think you hot but you're literally replaceable. Once they get replaced, that's when it hits them. That's when the damage happens. That's when they're looking for revenge. So this is why I keep saying, get your life together, get your mind together, get your body, your finances, and your spirit together. Because once you do that, you're able to see through whatever manipulation games that are being played on you. You're actually able to see through them, and you can make the choice if you want to deal with that type of life and that type of woman or not. Now, I'm sure that all of those men were not jerks, but I'm absolutely sure that some of those men were jerks because they had to have a certain mindset to reach a certain level of success. You have to have a certain willpower that allows you to even reach that level of success, meaning you don't doubt yourself. You create a plan, you follow through, and you get things done. That's what I'm telling you guys to do. Create a plan, follow through, and see it all the way through, because it may not look good while you going through that journey, while you going through that adventure, but at some point in time, life will get better. Things will get a little bit easier, and most importantly, hopefully you're enjoying it, because this is the best time to be alive. Why? Because of all the information, because of all the access. Everything that's going on is extremely hard to get and to acquire. There are people who don't understand stocks, business credit, business loans, business plans, marketing strategies. There's people who do not understand those things. And I'm only saying that because this is knowledge that I'm actually going after. So as I learn these things, I'm getting better. I'm making a little bit more money, making money here, and here. And I'm hoping that you do the same thing. But I have a question for you. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video was done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.